So today I'd like to show you the issue that can occur when you try to lump different percentages together that don't belong together. So in this example, it's going to be very clear with this example. So here we have three rows. There's two USA, I'll explain later why. It could be different months, for example. Number of unique visitors, number of purchases that relate to these visitors, of course, and here the conversion rate. So here Canada had one unique visitor and one purchase, so the conversion rate is 100%. It's defined here. It's the number of purchases divided by the number of unique visitors. So for the USA, it's 1% in this same month, and in this one, it's 0. So if you just average it, you get to, and that's the average of all three numbers, you get pretty much 1/3, which is, of course, wrong. The correct way to do it is to sum these numbers, these ones, and then compute your formula again. Now, okay, this is pretty obvious in this example. Let's do it with a pivot table. So we added pivot table, and I'll put it right next to it so that we have everything on one screen. So here, let's group by country, and we could have unique visitors and number of purchases and the conversion rate. So here, so first of all, it's adding conversion rate. So what we want to do is to do an average. And now we can format it correctly as a percent. All right. So here we have our countries. We have the number of unique visitors. This is correct. We have the number of purchases, which is, sorry, let me just, yeah. Number of purchases, which is also correct. There's 1 and 1. And the average of conversion rate, which is, for Canada, it's 100%. There's only one, it's easy. For the US, so now, you know, this is where the numbers start to be a little wrong, because it says for the US, there's 50%, whereas it's clearly not 50%. As a total, it says, it shows the 33%, which is, again, wrong. So what Excel is doing here in these pivot tables is just doing the arithmetic average of all these numbers, which is what it's expected to do. It can't know that, you know, these numbers depend on those ones. So the way you solve that is to add a computed field. So you go to pivot table analysis and you go to fields, items, and sets, and you add a calculated field. So we'll call it average CR correct. So here you need to input a formula. So what was the formula? It's the number of purchases divided by the number of unique visitors. So you double click here, number of purchases, you type divided slash, and you double click here. And don't forget to click add, and you'll see it appear here. So now let's press OK and reformat that. This is really not ideal. Reformat this. All right, so what do we have here? So this was correct already. Now this looks much better, right? The US, because now it knows it's 1 divided by 150. Let's just check that. 1 divided by 150, that's 0.67%. And as an average, as a total, we have 1.32%, which is the correct number. So you see, when you use how is it called, calculated fields, you can create formulas with the and computations. You can, for example, add all the numbers on a row to create a new calculated field. Thank you.